produced near perfect health for me.
Meet Bryan Johnson. You must have seen him at least once in the world of the internet. He is a 46-year-old tech entrepreneur who is well known for his rigorous anti-aging program. Bryan is now spending $2 million a year on an intensive regimen called Project Blueprint in an attempt to reverse his age. That's even more than what LeBron James spent on his body per year, which was about $1.5 million. Just in case you missed on how Bryan Johnson got rich, he sold his payment processing company Braintree Payment Solutions to eBay for $800 million in cash in his 30s. During his younger years, he admits that he wasn't always focused on his health. Bryan also said he grew up eating bread, sugary cereals, and processed foods and was often exposed to the sun. In his own words, working in tech, I kind of destroyed myself, body and mind, for 20 years. He also suffered from severe depression. Now he wants to change all those bad habits. In fact, he now aims to reverse aging. While it is costing him millions of dollars, he is now offering a package that is much more price competitive for the general public. The basics of his program is now offered for $333 a month. This was initially open for only 2,500 participants, which was filled within 24 hours. As a disclaimer, our channel Healthy Long Life has no affiliation to Bryan Johnson or any of his products. We want to just share some interesting information in the areas of longevity. In this video, we will explore first on the details of Project Blueprint, followed by what he eats during the day with all the important daily routines he follows. And then we will explore the details of a $333 a month package that may help the general public to potentially unlock age reversal. What's in Project Blueprint? In Bryan Johnson's own words, Project Blueprint aims to measure all 70 organs of my body and then maximally reverse the quantified biological age of each.
I'm training to slow my speed of aging and maintain optimal health. With Blueprint, it's not to say that we've solved every problem. It's to say we have a system to measure and look at protocol.
Bryan claims to have improved certain biomarkers such as lipid levels to urination speed to brain plaque via practices including caloric restriction, 2,250 daily calories, and intermittent fasting, large numbers of supplements and medications, a strict sleep schedule, and frequent diagnostic testing among other methods. Practices are not finalized and will only continue if proved effective. For instance, Bryan underwent a series of 6 monthly 1-liter plasma transfusions with his son as one of the donors, but he says he will not repeat the transfusions due to lack of benefits. What is Bryan's daily routine? Bryan follows a strict diet. He wakes up at 5 a.m. and starts eating from 6 a.m. and ends eating at around noon. Yes, you heard me right. He stops eating everything by noon. He goes to sleep at 8:30 p.m. This is some serious intermittent fasting for a total of 19 hours. He stops eating about 8 hours before bedtime. While he understands that the science behind intermittent fasting is still under much debate, the main reason for stopping eating at 11 a.m. is because fasting 10 hours before sleeping gives him the best quality of sleep.
I eat everything by about noon, and that gives my body about 8 hours to digest food before I go to sleep. And when I do that, my resting heart rate is between 45 and 50, somewhere around there. And when I do that, I'm highly likely to have a good night's sleep.
He does not drink any caffeine, and he aims to eat 70 pounds, or 32 kilograms, of vegetables a month. He does not salt any of his meals and has no added sugar. In addition, he exercises for an hour every morning and takes up to 111 pills a day including zinc, turmeric, and lithium. He doesn't drink any fluids after 4 p.m. So his sleep isn't disturbed by needing the bathroom, and he used a machine to strengthen his pelvic floor and thus his bladder. He meditates for an hour a day. He wears a red light therapy cap for 6 minutes every morning and gets regular platelet-rich fibrin treatments, which are blood injections to the scalp. All the results are measured and recorded. So, it is not a surprise that he is called the most measured person in human history.
Extra virgin olive oil.
He takes about multiple shots of olive oil throughout the day. Initially, when he started Project Blueprint, his total calorie intake was 1,977 calories a day, but now he has increased his intake to 2,250 calories and looks even better and younger. Let's first look at what he eats for the first meal. Breakfast. Morning drink. Green Giant. Bryan starts off his day with a Green Giant smoothie accompanied by a lot of supplements. Bryan shares the ingredients of Green Giant, and he in fact generously shares all the ingredients and recipes for free on his YouTube channel and website. The key ingredients of Green Giant includes chlorella powder, which provides 13 milligrams of spermidine, 7.6 grams of aminos, creatine, 20 grams of collagen peptides, 500 milligrams of cocoa flavonols, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. All these ingredients have been included for specific health purposes. Spermidine is a compound that includes anti-inflammatory properties and antioxidant functions. It enhances mitochondrial metabolic function and respiration as well as improves proteostasis and chaperone activity. Spermidine is found in foods such as rice bran, chicken liver, green peas, mango, and chickpeas and many others including chlorella. Flavonols in cocoa have been shown to help lower blood pressure, improve blood flow to the brain and heart, prevent blood clots and fight cell damage. For cocoa, Bryan only goes for undutched 100% dark organic chocolate.
Dark chocolate, undutched, tested for heavy metals, and looking at high polyphenol count. So you have to really drill down to find the highest quality ingredient.
Okay.
That's true for the olive oil, it's true for everything else.
Undutched means that the cocoa is not processed with alkali and has kept its powerful antioxidant properties intact. For cinnamon, he goes for Ceylon cinnamon, which is full of antioxidants that help our body handle free radicals and lowers the risk of health conditions like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Lunch or the next meal is what Bryan calls super veggie. The key ingredient is 300 grams of cooked black lentils, topped with 250 grams of broccoli, 150 grams of cauliflower and 50 grams of shiitake or maitake mushrooms, 1 clove of garlic, 3 grams of ginger root and some lime, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of hemp seeds, and don't forget some premium quality extra virgin olive oil. Bryan mentions that chewing up broccoli, lentils, and cauliflower etc. does take a lot of time. 34 minutes, to be precise. In order to reduce time, he opts for ground super veggie meals in alternate months. Steve Aoki, a world-renowned DJ and a good friend of Bryan, actually prefers the ground super veggie.
I think I like this better.
Dessert. Nutty pudding. The next recipe is something everyone will love. Nutting pudding is a blend of nuts, seeds, berries, and pomegranate juice. Who wouldn't love that? Specifically, you start with nut milk, ground macadamia nuts, ground walnuts, chia seeds, ground flaxseed, a quarter Brazil nut, cocoa powder, sunflower lecithin, Ceylon cinnamon, berries, cherries, and pomegranate juice. Don't forget to have some extra virgin olive oil shot after this dessert. Final meal of the day. Great news is that Bryan's third meal has more options. He shares his recipe on his website. For example, you can pick a Buddha bowl or orange fennel salad, or roasted beets/green lentils/wilted chard. These options would add about 500 calories to your day. These recipes stop any craving he would have for junk foods. They all sound delicious and healthy, but you may have noticed that these ideas that Bryan offers are all vegan. Bryan is vegan, except for collagen peptides, by choice for both moral and ethical reasons but not out of necessity, so feel free to add meat to any dish. For non-vegans out there, you would be happy to hear that Bryan's head doctor, Oliver Zolom, and son, Talmadge Johnson, do Project Blueprint with meat. Has all the strict routines and diet help him reverse aging? According to his doctors, the scientific results are that it has helped the 46-year-old achieve the skin of a 28-year-old, the heart of a 37-year-old, and the lung capacity of an 18-year-old. While it is costing Bryan $2 million to keep up with his routine and measurements, he is offering a basic package for just $333 a month. Very affordable in comparison. What's in the new $333 a month package? Blueprint Stack. Offerings include powdered versions of Nutty Pudding and Super Veggie, cocoa powder, and a dried mixture of nuts and blueberries. He is also selling a Longevity Blend Micronutrient Drink Mix, Blood Orange flavor, which includes the supplement creatine and the new age-favored shrub ashwagandha, plus 4 different pill products, which altogether represent a simplified version of his 100-plus pill regimen. Let's quickly dissect the key components. Creatine is a compound that comes from 3 amino acids. It is found mostly in our body's muscles as well as in the brain. It helps create a steady supply of energy in your muscles so they can keep working, especially while you are exercising. The good news is that half of our body's supply of creatine comes from our diet, especially from foods such as red meat, seafood, and animal milk. The other half is produced by our body in our liver, kidney, and pancreas. Some people chose to take creatine supplements because they work out a lot or don't get enough creatine in their diet. Ashwagandha is one of the most important herbs in Ayurveda. It is also something that Jennifer Lopez takes, as we mentioned in our previous video. This herb may help to relieve stress, increase energy levels, and improve concentration. The current basic package of Project Blueprint costs $333 a month, but that covers only about 400 calories a day. So, the users will need to also prepare the rest of the meals as recipes are provided by Bryan's company. He plans to offer enough products to account for a person's entire daily calorie intake for less than $1,000 a month in future.